I thought I had the perfect marriage. Emily and I had been together for 10 years, had 2 beautiful kids, and lived in a cozy suburban home. But recently, things started to change. Emily was working late more often, coming home smelling like a different cologne, and always glued to her phone. Suspicion gnawed at me, but I didn't want to believe it. One night, while she was in the shower, I gave in. I picked up her phone and unlocked it, my heart pounding in my chest. What I found confirmed my worst fears. Explicit texts, intimate photos, and plans for secret meetings with a guy named Mark. My world shattered in an instant. Emily was cheating on me, and the woman I thought I knew was a stranger. I felt anger, betrayal, and an overwhelming urge for revenge. But I wasn't going to confront her. No, that would be too easy. I was going to make her pay in ways she couldn't even imagine. For the next few weeks, I played the role of the oblivious, loving husband, all while plotting my revenge. I started by gathering every bit of information I could about Mark. It turned out Mark wasn't just some guy. He was into some seriously shady business. He was involved in drug trafficking, and he had connections with some dangerous people. This was my opportunity. I began to dig deeper, finding out who Mark's associates were and how I could use this against him. I even befriended one of his key contacts, pretending to be interested in their business. It wasn't long before I had enough dirt on Mark to bury him, but that wasn't enough. I needed to destroy Emily as well. I set up a fake online persona, posing as a young, attractive woman. Using this persona, I started messaging Mark, flirting with him and drawing him in. It didn't take long for him to take the bait. We exchanged messages, and soon he was eager to meet. I made sure our conversations were filled with incriminating details, all carefully saved and documented. The stage was set. I invited Emily and Mark over for dinner, pretending I wanted to discuss our future. Emily, desperate to keep her affair hidden, agreed. Mark, thinking he was about to get away with everything, also accepted. As we sat down for dinner, I began to subtly hint at what I knew. I spoke about betrayal, deception, and the consequences of one's actions. I watched them squirm, but they still had no idea what was coming. After dinner, I suggested we move to the living room for a game. I had prepared a special presentation on the TV. As I pressed play, their faces turned white. The screen showed a live feed of a hotel room where I had set up hidden cameras. The video revealed Mark's illicit activities with his drug contacts, followed by footage of him with my fake online persona. Emily's eyes widened in horror as she saw her lover exposed, but the worst was yet to come. I had arranged for Mark's drug contacts to believe he was an informant, thanks to some cleverly doctored photos and messages I had sent them. Suddenly, there was a loud knock at the door. Emily and Mark froze. I opened it to reveal 2 menacing figures, Mark's associates. "You set us up, Mark. You think you can snitch and get away with it?" one of them growled.
Mark stammered, trying to explain, but it was too late. They dragged him out, and Emily screamed, begging them to stop. I watched with cold satisfaction as they took him away, his fate sealed.
Emily turned to me, tears streaming down her face. "John, please, you have to help him." I looked at her, my expression hard as stone. "Help him? Like you helped our marriage?" You wanted excitement. Emily, enjoy your new life. I walked out of the house, leaving Emily to deal with the aftermath. The police were the least of her worries now. She had to live with the knowledge that her actions had destroyed not just our marriage, but also the lives of those around her. As I drove away, I felt a twisted sense of satisfaction. My heart still ached, but I had taken back control in the most savage way possible. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.